All right. Hey there, guys. It's Metro. We back. Hey there, guys. It's Metro, and we are back. Yes, indeed. All right. So we had a roller coaster yesterday. Then after we left, we had a roller coaster again in the March Madness tournament. Went from being, I think it got as low as 14th percentile, all the way now up to 54th percentile. So pretty happy with that, considering I have some pretty aggressive picks. Obviously, we'll see what today holds. I had, let's just take a look at it. I did have Colorado State winning, but I didn't have them advancing past the next game. I had Boise State winning, but they lose to Gonzaga. Arkansas barely won, so I got a little lucky there. I thought they were going to blow that team out. Arkansas, I have beating Gonzaga, so Musselman better get his fucking pigs in order, man, because that was not a good game last night for them. Iowa, I have winning and going all the way, whatever that is, Sweet 16 or Elite 8 or something. The problem is Iowa scored 105 points in the Big Ten tournament, and I was like, dude, how are they going to lose in the NCAA tournament if they're able to score 110 points against teams like that? Well, they didn't even fucking come close to scoring 100 points. They only scored 30 or 63, and they looked awful. They did have a chance to win it late, but it didn't go well. And Providence, I just thought maybe upset-minded teams. I don't know. You got to pick some upsets, right? So I didn't win that one, but March Madness is insane. Yeah, and Kentucky. So this is good for me because I had Kentucky winning that game, but losing to Murray State. And so luckily they didn't, that was a long shot anyway, I guess, right? But they didn't win that game. So it's just like I'm basically I'm not in a good place right now, but in a week from now I'll be in a good place because I don't have Kentucky winning anyway. So as long as Purdue comes out of that bottom bracket portion, then we're in good shape now. I don't know how many people had Purdue beating Kentucky if they had them chalk up, but yeah. And so this is a really key portion of my bracket right now. If you're looking at this. So first of all, I definitely had Indiana winning that game. Fucking Trace Jackson Davis, man. You better stay one more year, buddy, because that was embarrassing. Really, really, really bad game for Indiana there. St. Mary's actually a good team. They did beat Gonzaga the last game of the year. That was 2 weeks ago now. They beat Gonzaga at their home court, which is no small feat. Although Georgia State almost had a chance at it until two of their players fouled out with like 15 minutes left to go in the game. But I don't think it really matters because I have UCLA beating either. So as long as UCLA beats St. Mary's, we're good. The big one is whenever this is 3/19. So this is tomorrow. Big one is this game. I have North Carolina beating Baylor. And North Carolina actually beat Marquette by 32 points. Fucking Brady Manick had like 31 points or something like that. They played amazing, and it's like, okay, let's go ACC, man. Let's show these teams. So the same thing here, Notre Dame and Alabama. Let's go ACC. We got to show that these are completely criminally underseeded teams. Criminally underseeded. This North Carolina should be like at least a 5. Notre Dame should be at least a 6. I mean, it's just embarrassing. So this is what we got going on. I don't think anybody really cares, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. But anyway, let's get back to WoW. So, yeah, that was my evening last night, and that will be my evening again tonight. Let's go ahead and actually, it should be starting. The first game should be starting soon. Okay, let's see. Well, they actually have the women's tournament going on as well right now. That's kind of embarrassing. Is anybody actually going to watch that over the men's tournament? Maybe some women who played and. Yeah, Loyola, Chicago, and Ohio State. So this is a game I did want to watch. There's actually 2 games I did want to watch today. But honestly, I think that's an easy win for Loyola, Chicago. Ohio State, again, awful team. Only game I actually watched them this year play was against Duke, and they did win that game. But that was, again, home court. This was when Duke was in, like, it was super early in the season. Duke had actually not played a away game yet. That was actually their first true away game. And you can tell, especially Bancaro, he was just completely not ready, not even close for that hostile atmosphere. He was like nervous. You could see he was like visually nervous. I don't think he'd ever played in an environment like that before. And then I watched him play against Penn State, and they lost in the Big Ten tournament. So that team's super fucking shit. They're way too inconsistent. And I think that's an easy win for Loyola Chicago because they got God on their side, man. They got something special on that team, I'll tell you what. Anyway, what's up, Ed? How's it going? Mr. Burton said, time my first 18 yesterday. It feels good to be getting back towards 20 keys. Nice work, man. Okay, and I agree, Charles. The March Madness is like, it's the best. Like, the NCAA tournament, I've been talking about this with golf, right? You know, like every sport, though. Scrap the dumbass playoff structure they have and switch to the NCAA tournament structure. Like, it will immediately improve your sport. I just don't get it. I don't know why people don't realize that. It's like a fucking like legendary thing. People from all around the world, they don't even watch the sport. They know about March Madness. That's how legendary this fucking 64 team single elimination tournament is, right? Why would other sports not do that? Like, I don't understand. Like, especially if you're like a sport like golf that's like struggling with viewership, let's fucking go to that. Like, 64 person fields, single elimination match play tournament. I mean, I don't see any reason to not do that. Anyway, thanks for the Corgi Vision tips. Spire's last boss was much easier. Sweet. I'm glad that helped. Anyway, and what's the DPS required now for 15s? I have an entire video on that, buddy. Check it out. In fact, I'm going to get it for you. I have an entire video on that one. Let's take a look at that one. Where's the video? It's not that long ago. Here you go. It's not a... I'm going to link it in chat there for you. Go ahead and check it out, Philippe. Anyway, imagine the NBA with March Madness. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, they, especially the NBA. Like, it's the most, like, analogous... You know, it's like a ready basketball, too. Like, why the fuck would you not... The playoffs, the NBA playoffs are such nonsense, dude. They last for like a fucking month and a half. It's insane. Who can actually watch every single one of those games and find investment in it? It's just, there's just no way, dude. There's no fucking way. Like, an average viewer can watch a 7-game series 4 times and be like, oh, this is it. LeBron's going to win this time. You know, it's like, dude, it's just like kind of, and like, there's the games that they just like don't even show up. The only time I ever actually watched the NBA playoffs was when the Mavs were like, I used to be a big fan of the Mavs, and it was the Mavs and the Heat, and there would be games like along the way. It was like they would literally just not show up. Like it'd be like a 40-point loss, and they'd still win the series. It's like, what the hell's going on here? I still don't understand how like NBA basketball players like prepare mentally for games, because it seems like sometimes they literally just don't show up. They're like, yeah, well, whatever. We only need to win 1 game and they need to win 3, so just fucking let them have this one. Anyway, Ricky, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Did you see that there is an actual bug with Gambit being listed as streets? That I have definitely seen. That is definitely an actual bug I have seen, and that is causing problems for me. Yeah, that's what did Blizzard announce it? How do you know that it's officially a bug? I've definitely noticed that people keep saying they're listing the key that they're not listing, so I don't buy it. I just ask them to confirm what key it is when I join these groups. Okay, there you go. Alright, well anyway, I guess we get started. We are 6 points away from being at 2,700, so let's make that happen today. Sanguine 18, that's the one. That is the one. You are the one. There's no regrets at all. Chronic Wake 19 as well. Ragnaros guy, but he's pretty accomplished. So a lot of 18s. Look at this. Hall's 18. I need all of these. So Let's sign up. That's good, man. It's good to see this. It's on competitive WoW subreddit if you don't have an authenticator. Oh, an authenticator. That's interesting. Okay, we've been invited to Halls 18. I'll frost more people again. This dungeon should be super fucking easy. I don't understand why people ask that. I really don't. What do you want me to say to that? No, can you quickly move to the United States?
What is your quarry? My heart for Ardenir.
Is there no music going on? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, yeah, today we're trying to just get wrap up our 2,700 goal for the week. Yeah, unfortunately, with March Madness, I probably won't play much the rest of this week. And I was going to try to golf Monday. Now, maybe it rains or something. Maybe the weather doesn't hold out for Monday, and then we'll play again on Monday. But probably golf on Monday. So that's it for streams this week. I don't know what I'm going to make video-wise. I think I need to finally start making those videos on on the dungeon guide type stuff. Can I actually vent there? Okay, I was gonna say. Cop, there's another one. Favorite healer to run with. I have a whole video on that too. Alright, let's keep linking the videos. Let me get that one for you as well. Since we got the page up. Let's keep them coming. Where's that one? Let's see. There it is.
Well, where they think that they need to track certain...
There it is. Ninja, Ginja. There's a video answering that question for you. What other questions do you guys have? Let's see. Do I pug Mythic Plus? I have up 553 streams of it. Here you go. Link them all. Oh, God. All right. Well, you might want to relist the key, but... Wait, did we not upgrade that theater? 18? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Is that because I haven't updated the add-on today or something? I don't understand that. That was an 18 theater we did yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, 18 theater. It's just not on the fucking page for some reason. Must be because this fucking add-on still needs to be updated every day. Hey Mike, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Alright, tip-off for Loyola Chicago and Ohio State is here. Jump ball has been won by Loyola Chicago. Wow. Good start. 19 and 11 Ohio State. That's hilarious, man. That for real? Blood Elf now. What does that mean? I don't understand the question, sorry. Okay, did it update? I don't even know. What, did I close the fucking thing by accident? Yeah, there we go. It's supposed to be really warm today. Yeah, 69 is supposed to get up to. Finally done wearing long pants, hopefully? We'll see. Probably not staying that way. Let's actually take a look at the weather for Monday now. Excellent weather. Your character is not an orc. Oh, dude. This is not the same character. This is a Night Elf Death Knight now. Yep, playing on Alliance. You missed a lot. Welcome back, my friend. It's been a while. We play on Alliance now. Yeah, Monday's supposed to be 57 and sunny, so that's good. Should be able to golf. Rain tomorrow, and that's going to make it a lot colder on Sunday, 47. But then back to somewhat nice on Monday, so. And I guess if we probably swerve the rain, there's a good chance it just stays nice. This time of the year is very volatile. There's our guy. Couple of them. That guy's even better. Some groups struggle too badly with missed first boss. Oh, absolutely. Have I found that? Yes, sir. I fucking have found that. Yes, 100% found that. It's a very. I mean, we literally. I need to make a video about what happened with that boss this week. Did you remember that? You didn't watch that? Pretty. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I probably did. It just happened to me, so it's a fresh annoyance. Gotcha. Good Friday to all. Craig, welcome. Yeah, it is definitely Friday. You're right about that. You got it. You got it in one. You guys coming over, or what are you doing? This is always the most frustrating thing to me. Oh, did I accidentally pick that up or something? Yeah. We're not doing this. Anyway, but when you have people doing 4K boss damage, it is no surprise it's hard. Well, that's just, yeah, it's unacceptable. But that's how people play the game nowadays. They just sit there and fucking wait for everybody else to do damage, and then when you get two people like that in a group, you realize it's just unacceptable. .2 PvP feedback. Some topic about a hotfix or something. You something? What's he doing? I'll do it. Guy's already here. It's just that fella. Okay, so we did do a key with a Death Knight yesterday, but I don't really feel like I noticed anything remarkable. I don't actually remember what key that even was now that I'm looking back at it. I'm thinking back at it. Definitely wish keeping that spreadsheet was easier, because it'd be nice to be able to go back and look at some of this stuff, but... Hey Cameron, what's up buddy? How's it going, man? Straight left here. We'll lust it up. I still don't even know what mobs we need, to be honest. I think this pack here seems like a really good pack to pull with this pack, so I think we could swerve this pack and be satisfied with that. Okay, so let's take a look. Forget about those guys maybe as well. Yeah, we got a hunter in the group, so we're gonna be good. Going well. Been watching the streams at night. Tried Hall's route the other day. I did not get woe after first boss. Well, it's not. That's the good thing about that is it's not needed there at all. You can still just invis pop, but definitely gonna want to try to get woe there. Yeah. Look at this fucking nonsense with these dogs, man. I already have 3 stacks. I'm already dead. Literally not even in range of them for more than like 5 seconds, and I already have 3 stacks. This shit is so stupid, man. I can't believe we went the entire expansion and they haven't adjusted how this works. Especially when they nerf shit that like didn't even need to be nerfed, like Necrotic Wake. Like, I mean, it's so weird. How useful is that Tazavesh trinket? I consider it irreplaceable, so. I would never consider taking it off under any circumstances for 5-mans. Grab these guys and pull this pack then. Dogs need nerfs. Yeah, I don't know. Are they even dogs? Are they dogs or bears? I still can't figure it out. You guys let me know. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Tazavesh and the scale. That's my end game goal here this season. I mean, unless there's some crazy one from the raid, then we'll have a talk. But this Tazavesh trinket is sticking with me one way or the other because I really like having the extra health pool. They're barely dogs. Ah, go on. Yeah, we also have right now. Jeez. Pretty dangerous. That guy Frost Mage didn't do a lot of damage there. Yo, Ur's gonna die so late that the rest of the pack is gonna be over. What the fuck? This is not the route, by the way. I don't know why I did this. Doesn't really matter though what order we do this stuff in, I don't think. Actually, yeah, it kind of does. It's just slower than what we should be doing. That was just like a habit from season 1 right there that creeped back in there. Still breaking a lot of those poorly, I feel like. Not really doing a good job with that. Actually, I guess you kind of have to go that way, though, if you CC that pack, now that I think about it. Tormentor traumatized you to go right. I don't actually know what happens if you CC that pack. Is it going to aggro or something? I guess not. Can you explain Fall Bulwark over the other 2 choices? I don't know. Just like more health, I guess. I was using it in Season 2, because it seemed like a slam dunk in Season 2, and then I was surprised to hear people recommend it useful in Season 3 as well, and I think most of that's going to come when we have the more rune weapon uptime. Crimson Rune giving you even more stacks, but I'm just sticking with it just because it's what I've been using. I don't have any actual reason why I'm using it other than more health seems cool. And it's the incumbent. The more health, the more tanky. Yep, that certainly helps. Hey, what's up, Size? How's it going, man? Oh, you shocked how I got that stun with the latency from the oceanic realms. We didn't get the Stoneborn here either. So we can get 3 Stoneborns? I don't know if that's even possible. Do we have more than 1 Venthyr? I think you need 2 Venthyrs for that, right? Have you seen the health of Brewmasters with 4Ps? Nope. Alright, what does it do? I don't even have one. I do have 1 piece now, at least. I don't even have 1 piece on my DK, though, so I'm not worried about other classes' set bonuses right now. Maybe in 9.25 I'll be able to experiment with other classes' set bonuses, but as of right now, not even possible. He goes from 86 to 100 and wait 230. What? What's the set bonus to? 2 Stoneborn per Venthyr with PI or lost third person. Gotcha. %66 damage of Keg Smash as health. Oh, that's bizarre. How long does that health last? Wow, that is pretty ridiculous, and I didn't realize it was that strong. $10. Oh. But I guess you're using Keg Smash so frequently that it's gonna pretty much always be up, right? Interesting concept. I'll take mine all day. Still gonna have less health than me. The last 10 seconds, Keck Smash, 7 second. I see, yeah, so it's just up 100% of the time. Oh, that's interesting. Provided you're fighting AoE packs at least. Yeah, that's what Prop Pally needed though. That would have been really sick for Prop Pally, could you imagine? It seems to always have the explicitly taunt the encrypted mob when it spawns. Well, yeah, it spawns. Nobody has any threat on it, so. Just like any pack that you're getting to, you have to be able to establish threat on it as quickly as possible. We're just gonna not do anything with that gargoyle, I guess. Nice little path in between the two puddles here. Oh, wow, I missed my D&D. What the fuck? That was weird. I like put it in a bad spot. Crew with 200k HP is hard to kill, tell you what. Nice. Me with 40% strength is gonna be hard to kill too, I bet. I wish DPS tier could be as transformative. Yeah, no doubt. Arcane Mage would be hard to kill with 200k. You're right. Do we have enough count right now? Yeah, I guess so. Ours kind of just boils down to a DPS number. Yeah, no doubt. That's what I think most DPS is going to end up happening. Those dog bears are rough. The dude just like pulled another whole pack on top of me. I'm completely unaware that was even happening. I thought he was just asking, are we doing that? And it's like, yeah, we're doing that. Not, do you want me to do it for you? It's like, what? No, dude, I'm the tank. I'm going to do the pulling. I like the woe skip. Oh, yeah, that's definitely... It's just the exact same skip we used to do last season, but without wasting an invis pot, so now people can pot on the boss, which I'll do too, because I always forget. Let's do it.
The ground beware. Your fate is carved in stone. You will be crushed. Finally slay the trespasser.
Will we see the return of the bone talent when we have 4 set? Bone talent, I don't know what that means, but I don't plan on changing anything about my character when I get the set bonus, if that's your question. I feel like I misjudged DK. Their DPS looks fine. Yep, they're actually really good right now. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but If you have looked in like numbers on 5-mans and raids and stuff, they're doing really well right now. Unholy's like a top, like I think at least a top 10 spec, if not a top 5 spec in DPS. And I've seen really cool things from Frost and 5-mans. I don't know exactly what the trick is, but it seems like once they get the Night Fae legendary in 5-mans, they're going to be absolutely crushing. The problem is, again, they just don't really bring a lot besides damage. So. Always going to be an issue. Bone Storm. Either way, I won't be taking any new talents or anything. That was too early? Or was it? Looks like he might have hit them. I can't really tell. Yeah, he did get them. They're running a Frost on Andy as well, probably for burst AoE for the Frostmourne phase. Yeah, that's right. You're talking about the raid, I guess. Yeah. Awkward. Seven stacks this bleed, man. What a fucking joke. And we got double loyal beasts. Nobody even tries, it seems. There's really not that many people who can do anything, I guess. It'd just be the Death Knight and maybe the Shaman if he gets really accurate. That dog is like literally bigger than the room we're in. Liquid getting close on Mythic Andy. That's Hand doing that. Cool. Sounds good. Glad to hear it. Only Friday of the second week, so I guess as long as the next two bosses are a pushover, it might still be over this week, huh? As long as the next two bosses don't take 5 days or whatever, then it can still happen this week. Jailer usually, last boss usually takes like a long time, doesn't it?
Your penance is at hand.
Really just everything about what's going on right now, it's been bad timing. I want to be golfing right now, but bad timing because March Madness.
Their pain shall
Weather's getting nice, but bad timing because WoW patch. Like everything's bad timing. Race to World First, wanted to watch that, but there's no way I'm watching that with March Madness going on, so I can't. Wanted to take some time off and watch March Madness, but the patch just came out, so I want to do keys as well. Super push week, so I want to do keys with March Madness going on. Yeah, it's like, man. ZA Tuesday, yeah, ZA, gotta do that fucking dungeon again. That hasn't changed since live. I can just go and do on my main.
Their
Well, we have 11 minutes, so I think we are going to get our next 18 done easily. Nothing crazy in this group, but good enough it was. The hunter, actually, you know, the hunter lived up to the hunter dream, I guess. Nothing crazy, but it was good. Should probably figure out where the next cauldron is. It's over here. Oh man, that was close to being a lost death and decay there. You could probably chill on the key. It won't be meaningful progress until double legendary. No thanks, buddy. Disagree. But yeah, this is obviously going to be the last keys of the week, so trying to balance both. Do we even have a melee? Yeah, we have a death knight, I guess. Wasn't on him, it's on the mage. I didn't need to move him.
There's pain shall enlighten.
Did this on 20 last night. Beams bugged again on first boss. Damn, sorry to hear that.
You must face your punishment. My flock
Okay, very good.
needs me.
Are you over there? Do this area first. This might interrupt mostly because of the latency. What do you make better progress on Tyrant or Fort Weeks? I'm not sure about that. Too many variables there for me to answer that question, I think. We don't know enough about what the season's gonna look like either. Once we see all the effects, I mean, it's mostly not even related. Like, it's not like that's the only effects, right? If there's a tyrannical necrotic week, it's much easier than a fortified necrotic week, for example, so it's going to depend what other affixes are there for me to be hindered by. That first tyrannical week ended up actually being a really bad one. So, this raid tier is probably the hardest ever on Mythic for World First. Nah, I don't think so. Tomb of Sargeras, right? That was like... I think the difference in this raid is that, like, they didn't actually know any of the bosses that they had to actually, you know, they have to be good at. The last 3 bosses nobody had ever saw before, right? Which is awesome, but that's the difference. I think that's what held them back, because they had to waste time learning those on heroic, so they're like a full day behind on that front. It's the first time that's ever happened, to my knowledge. I don't think even in Classic that would have... You know, nobody really cared about it in Classic, but... TOS was harder because it was actually impossible to kill. Oh, really? I don't know anything about it. I just remember it was difficult. They're walled on bosses they've done, though, yeah? Not for long. Nobody's, you know, walled when you kill the boss the same. It's like 2 days after you start pulling it, right? Hey Metro, I'm finally starting to time higher keys than 15. Nice work, man. Keep it up.
have not earned your pride. You are beneath my contempt. Out of my way! Pitiful wretches! You have not earned your pride. You are beneath my contempt.
Again, almost walked right into that. I don't know where he was going. It was clearly pointed over there, and he ran right into it. This has got to be one of the worst transmogs I've ever seen as well. Like, what the fuck even is this guy? Is he even trying to do a transmog? Looks like he just took all of his gear off and he accidentally forgot to transmog his weapon or something. Fucking furries.
Feel the weight of your sins.
Oh wow, look at that latency. Dude, I AMS plenty of time and I still got the fucking mechanic. That's bizarre. Plenty. I did that with like at least a second to spare and it didn't register.
Pitiful wretches. You have not earned your pride. Out of my way. You are beneath my contempt. Pitiful wretches.
Well, that was easy. Not the biggest fan. There we go, 2700. Not the biggest fan of Oceanic groups, but there's often a lot of really good players on there. 15k from the hunter. That's pretty much it right there. That's the ticket. Well, we are now 2700, which is was accomplishing our goal there, so I'm happy about that. 2701. Try to get a couple more 18s done today, but feels good to get that done on the first key. Still need streets, man. That's the big conflux right now. Okay, so the Auburn game has also started. Auburn is currently leading 11 to 8. And Ohio State is currently leading Loyola Chicago, which is not good for me. Alright, what else we got out there? Streets! We in them streets! I really don't want to do more of the other sides, guys. Please don't make me do it. Please just give me the goddamn trinket, man. I don't want to do more of the other sides with people who are not even qualified for the key they have. Please. Please don't do this. This guy's best the other side is at 13 and he's listing at 17. Please, guys. Please don't make me. The other side. That's the name of the dungeon, yeah. Okay, we in them streets. Welcome all. That's kind of him. So it would have been kind of fucked up if he only said welcome some. Anyway, damn, on EU Horde there are like 30-ish keys posted, 17 to 18. Yeah, it's pretty much harder on US Alliance. So honestly, I'm just going to be measuring myself against other Alliance players this season because we have a significant disadvantage. But I think I'm doing pretty well so far. before we got that key, we were 70th in the region. Oh, that's in the whole region. So 24th in the Alliance region. So that's pretty good. Still not even the top on the realm, though, man. There's somebody else on this realm who's doing big keys, too, I guess. Yeah, Choopy Bangs, this guy. He's done a 20 already. Wow. Definitely feel like I could do a 20, but... I just don't have the keys in front of me. I'm nearly 2.8 now on my Bloody Key. Nice work, man. I just hit 2.7 on Mistweaver. I'm top 30 in the world now, apparently. Nice. Good work, guys. Okay. Let's see who the top alliance is. 2979. He's got mostly 20s in time, guys. Yeah. Playing Venter still, I'm surprised. A lot of Night Phase now in the top 20. A lot of Necros too. Must be doing really good damage. There's also Kyrian, and then there's only the one Venter. Or actually, no, there's 3 Venter in the top 20. Siphon loot. What the fuck? Somebody make a character just for trading gear? That's my DK, and it's only Venter when I run halls. Oh, yeah. You're on EU Alliance. Interesting. How is it on Alliance on EU? Is it better than on US? Hey, Rifle, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Not much. Trying to get some keys in, having no luck getting invited to stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, like a lot of the groups are probably completely moved past if you haven't been playing actively. Never tried US, so couldn't really compare. You can compare it to the stream that you're watching, I would hope, but. I mean, you're pugging those keys, 20s, then it's obviously way better. I haven't seen any single key listed above 19 when I'm playing, at least. Jacksonville State currently has a lead on Auburn. Wow. And Ohio State's running away from Loyola. Damn. Another loss there. Can you imagine if Auburn loses? Fucking Christ. I have no experience. When I'm 1600 IO with tons of dungeons, I have no keys for. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I mean, no offense to you, but you had 3 weeks to get all those dungeons done, at least to, you know, even a 15 out of time, you know, so. I get it, you're busy, whatever, no problem, but that's what it looks like, you know. If it was me, I wouldn't invite you either. If you haven't even done keys still 3 weeks into the season, then it's just not somebody who's actively doing keys, and that's too important at the beginning of a season. You don't want people who are kind of just logging on an hour every day and looking to get something done. These things are definitely not These things are definitely harder than they look, even though people are crushing them. Usually end up playing with the same pugs, and we do each other's keys. Gotcha. Oh, what the fuck is this guy? See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, what are these people? I don't even get it. Fucking 2100. I mean, both of these guys? Oh, this guy's at least a little bit better, but... I would be in the 2000s when I do any spires and streets. We'll get after that. I would work on that, honestly. I would get onto that as fast as possible, because... Or just start doing your own key. I mean, I don't know. One of the two, but... If it was me and I was having, you know, 4-hour play sessions with like hours of group forming, I would definitely be working on getting that solved as fast as possible. I have more 15s time than I do anything else. Nice. Man, did you see that? I don't know how many people even heard about this in the first place, but there was a bus traveling with like, there was like 9 golfers from like golf team. I think it was like New Mexico State or something like that. That collided head on with a truck. The person driving the truck was a 13-year-old boy. Or maybe even a girl. I don't know. A 13-year-old. Wow. Sad. Anyway, came back after 6 months off. If it wasn't for my friends and guildies, I would have been stuck in pug limbo. Gotcha. Me and my friends did a few Tazavesh runs yesterday. Wasn't easy, oh no. Well, I've done a lot of keys now. Tazavesh, I feel really confident with this key. 17 streets. I'm very confident with this key. Especially that I played Brewmaster for the first time. We don't have a tank, and I got forced into it. Well, tanking can be very fun. You may enjoy it. I guess that's kind of how I started too, but I wouldn't say I was forced into it. I was just sick of not having tanks to play with. Just had a pally tank pull all 3 minis in 15 spires and die and leave, rip my key. Only can ignore the dude. Yeah, unfortunately, if you don't have video footage, that's the only thing you can do, but I'd love to see that happen in one of my live streams, because that would be a lot of free views, I think. And then we'd have the benefit of blowing that guy out publicly. You gotta be really dedicated to do the entire dungeon and then troll at the last 5 minutes of the key, huh? Pretty crazy. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I didn't play any tanks since Legion. Nice. I'll probably be a tank main this patch. Sweet. Well, that's fun. Let me know if you have any questions, my friend. I got invited to 16 Spires. Nice work. Alright, this one doesn't feel like it's happening, so thanks. Well, let's move on. We'll see what else there is. Maybe we end up in another dealer side, huh? Yep. I guess that's what we're doing, dealer side. This is the guy I was complaining about before, wasn't it? Yep. It's fine, at least I actually need that key. This dungeon is just, this is just unacceptable though. Like, I don't really, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about this at this point, but 2158, he's only got 4 15s and he's listing a 17. Like, probably one of the hardest keys. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Just get better, I guess. I don't really know what to say, because it's not really sure how he solves that himself, but for me, it's very annoying.
What do you see?
Okay, I'll fly over to the other side. The rogue just said maybe move third boss away from puddles a little. Boom, just started raging. Ah, that's funny. How many tries for trinket? Not that many. Probably like 12 or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really keep track of stuff like that. Anyway, how do you get rid of the IO thing on the left of your group finder? Not sure. Can't decide between Prop Pally and Blood. Any advice? Play the one that you enjoy the most. That's my advice. How easy you think will be to get 3K? Oh, very easy, yeah. Dude, this is gonna be a fucking... People are... I mean, you guys are already pugging 20s. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is gonna be a very easy season. I mean, Blood DK just, I don't know, I guess all tanks are in this boat right now maybe, but tanking in general perhaps just feels like it's completely a non-factor in these keys. Like, it's extremely unlikely that anything is ever going to go wrong for me. And I am very undergeared compared to a lot of these people, so I have good item level, but I have very little power from the gear currently. I still have a fucking Season 2 trinket, at least I have that. And... I have really bad stats. Well, actually, no. You know what? No, I'm going to take that back. We're getting better stats, but we still have way too much crit. Stats are coming around at least, but we still have way too much crit. With 2 extra dungeons, 3K will be faster. Yep. For streets, still Fort Street still scares me, but I have 0 tier. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if streets is. I don't find it. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but the dungeon itself. Anyway, I did 10 yesterday on my Brewmaster. Nice. Please no conduits. Oh, plus no conduits because it's a brand new alt. Yeah, you'll get them. Well, you should definitely get out to Porth. Yeah, get those. But anyway, Prop Pally pumps damage, and that's always fun. Nice. I enjoy both a lot, but in terms of design, I feel like what I like about Prop Pally most is Divine Toll, so just borrowed power in a way. I gotcha. Yeah, Divine Toll is definitely insanely fun. I love that. I did a Gambit route yesterday, which was pretty interesting. Invest the first boss with Woe like you do. Lust that, then do Murlocs after first boss, so Lust is up for second also. Yeah, the problem with that is you have to kill those big storm guys, which I think it's just not... I don't like that at all. Those guys are awful, because you can't pull them all. Just buy the conduits for 500 golds. Yep. A lot of different ways to get conduits now. But surviving crazy damage and blood, that's fun too. Yeah, I mean, Blood DK is like... Nope, get to it. Blood DK is probably like the most fun in that way. They just it's so fun to just be like really actively surviving. The fuck is Mandarin? Madaran. That's the name of a realm? Is that a realm? I swear these guys have made up realms. Like they're using some add-on to falsify their realm. It feels like that, to be honest. They are a pain, especially for melee. Okay, what are we doing, dude? Oh, another retard in the group. It's fun to give healers who don't heal blood decays a heart attack. Oh, yeah. Wait, what the hell's going on here?
Where you be hiding all them Zandanary souls one Sunday? Give them to your boss man now, or you gonna be sorry. Real sorry.
Now old boy
So you can be sending them to the mall.
Brokers be looking for power my people, Mazala. No way I go give them up. This one ain't gonna want to give me back my
You
mojo.
always be
So
soft
careful
one
now.
Sunday. Wait.
Tricky.
Sooner or later you're gonna break. Then the jailer be getting his due.
I honestly wish I could click the speed portion off sometimes. It's like kind of disconcerting when I'm running so fast at times and potentially running out of my own D&D. Need to be very careful with my key presses. I'm so used to moving one speed that when I have it I end up constantly moving out of range of mobs and stuff.
I be keeping this old lord distracted. Go on now. Follow the path. And don't you be taking no for an answer.
How do you end up getting 5 less in here? Well, it's a 43-minute dungeon, so as long as you use it on cooldown, you can get plenty of them. It's just the way the route works out now, that every 10 minutes you're needing less. I'm doing the Zereth Moore's quest chain to get friendly and buying the conduits from there. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Go and get that. Nothing's scarier than a fast death knight. Coming for you, man. My death grip is long range death grip. And we got another BM hunter. Kind of like getting a feral druid when you want to balance druid him. Honestly, kind of seems like kind of rude to be playing BM right now. And he's doing fine though, I guess. It's not really bad. It just ain't what it used to was, let's put it that way. Well, BM is a 2-button rotation spec. Nice. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but... After you play on an Oceanic key and then you go back to US key, it's always so noticeable. Okay, so I think the trick will be here to just throw D&D at these mobs. I'm not really sure how I pull this without aggroing these small guys. I think this has happened with probably like 50% of the keys I've done so far with this route. Just kind of launch fucking lob D&D over there and just hope it gets them. And then just pull them way back. Yeah, that's it. Just kind of lob D&D. And this pack doesn't need, like, I don't need to use D&D well here at all. I just, oh, we got Woe Relic for some reason. Okay, anyway, yeah. That actually hurts us here because now I have to, like, actively stop to get these mobs out of stealth. I should do a... This would actually be really funny. Where we just take Woe from pack to pack along the outside and eventually just end up back at the start. And just see what people say, dude. That would be so funny, actually. Holy fuck. That just popped in my mind with like how many people just randomly take Woe, right? That would be so fucking funny. Okay, we're taking Woe to this pack. Alright, get Woe. Okay, we're taking Woe to this pack. Okay, get Woe. Okay, we're back at the start. Thanks, guys. That was fun. That would actually be fucking hilarious. Circle route. Let's be fair. BMs have a maintenance buff, debuff mechanic. Oh, nice. Oh my god, man. These silences. Stupid mobs. Stupid mend benders. Where's our patrolling stags at? I don't see them. Oh, they're right there. Perfect. Okay, we can get them all here. No, I missed that one. But that's fine. Why? Dude. Wow. I need to add Iron Bark to the tracking on the Druid situation just so I know when I can expect it. That is one thing that would be helpful.
pay dearly for this.
Hopefully they fix this problem with woe not aggroing not like bosses despawning if you have woe.
Away with you.
I've fought a lot of bosses with woe in the last 2 days, and I haven't
Dare to give this
noticed it
one a
happen
try.
once since Wednesday. So, hey Flinty, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. How you been?
Ever wish you could fly? Away with you. These are more than mere trinkets. Have you ever wished you could fly? Away with you. Hold this a moment. This should be entertaining. Now, where to put you?
Busy, but I have a 4-day weekend, so I can't complain. That's true. What caused that? Hopefully a good thing. That paladin, I just realized what that guy's name was. He's a warrior. I've been good, man.
Now, where to put
A lot of things that I'm really interested in right now happening all at the same time, unfortunately, though, so I haven't been able to enjoy them all as much as I would have liked individually, but it's a very fun time in my life right now.
this should be
The WoW season is extremely fun, and I've been enjoying doing keys very much for the first time in a very long time. And March Madness going on right now, and the weather's getting nice, and golf's coming, and all this good stuff. So, Patty's Day.
I would step
Oh yeah, Patty's fighting tonight, right? Is that tonight? No, it's gotta be tomorrow. I don't know.
hold this a moment.
Yeah, UFC this week too. That's gotta be, that's probably gonna interfere with college basketball games, to be honest.
Entertaining.
I'm not sure I'll watch it.
Away with you.
He's so funny though. You know, lad. Calls everybody lad. It's so
These are
funny.
more than mere trinkets.
Yesterday. Wait, what?
Have you
Are we not talking about? You're talking about St. Patrick's Day or something, aren't you? I think you're talking about Patty.
away with
What's
you?
the guy's? I don't even remember the guy's last name.
Care to give this one a try? This should prove entertaining. Away with you. These are more than mere trinkets.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh yeah. Okay. Like what the fuck is he talking about? What's the guy's name? I can't remember his name.
Have you ever wished you could fly?
Patty Pimblett. That's it. Yeah, I was gonna call him Patty the Batty, but I was like, all right, if you guys don't know him, that's gonna sound really weird. It's not like if you just play WoW and you hear somebody called somebody a baddie, you usually think that's like an insult.
You best be keeping an eye on them.
Now,
Pimplet.
hurry
Yeah,
back
that's
to
it.
the mojo.
Pimplet. What a weird name. Wait, why are we short on mob? I'm not sure why we're short. Let's kill this matriarch. Maybe not. Maybe I'm an idiot. Patty the Batty, the new expansion's big bad. Yeah. You may speak the dankest MMA memes to me. I don't think we're actually short. I think I'm just an idiot. We just never do this where we aren't short, so... I think it's 80, it's 49, but it's probably just 48.96. Doesn't matter though. This key's so easy. This is literally just killing time though. Like we have probably no reason to kill this mob. Might as well just mount up at this point.
want them souls?
30 to 40 wipes for first normal and doing kill. Nice.
All the others on the lord.
40's a lot. I don't know how many it took us. I don't think it took us anywhere near that, but that fight is great. That's probably one of the best fights they've ever made, honestly. Really, there's a couple really good fights in this raid.
Power you share. The only power that counts be dead. And dead be coming for you.
There's a mob at. He's on his way. I agree, honestly, hard to get everyone on the same page though, is it? Sounds like you just need better raid leadership. I actually really like that fight because it's a really cool raid leader fight. The problem is it's like not it's very hard to raid lead if you're not up there yourself. But that doesn't last very long. It's only like a 20-second phase. It's too early, but whatever. Just get it done. Alright, we got all this shit here. Dangerous pack, but I'll hopefully be stepping into raid for the first time tonight. Oh, cool. It's fucking awesome. It's a really well-designed raid. I love the visuals, obviously, but even the raid fights themselves are really cool. Now, granted, I've only seen most of them on normal, so we'll see. My big complaint with the last raid was not the normal version of it. That's for sure. But this raid is just so much more, like, visually splendorous. They've had two gorgeous raids, Castle Nathria and this, so honestly, I hope they can just move on to something a little bit better aesthetically. Like this whole, it feels like they always do this. Every single expansion, they have to have like some stupid, really bad looking place, like the Maw and shit. Hopefully we can just have more consistently good looking zones like Zereth Mortis.
Like these two crazy little gnomes here. They both be hungry for power. So we were more than happy to oblige. But now, maybe needing that mojo back.
Did you like Sanctum of Domination? Not really, no. It had one of the worst fights ever in it, near Zul. And that's certainly one of the worst fights I've ever done. If not the worst. I mean, it could easily be the worst. It's got the same problems. Another top 5 bad fight with Spine of Deathwing for me, in that it had the same problems. The fight would literally just not work. Like it just, there would be times where we'd be all standing in the same spot we were standing for like 30 minutes, and then the fucking boss would just roll and wipe us for no reason. I despise Sanctum, but I love Nathria. Yeah, I wouldn't say I despise it. It was just very bad compared to Nathria, in my opinion. I really like this new raid. Yeah, this is an excellent raid. 100%.
Beware.
Oh, what's going on with Paxton? Liquid killed Anduin with just 2 tanks alive for the last 3%. Oh, cool. Not what I expected there to be something way crazier than that. Are you gonna say like Red Sox just acquired blah 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 for blah blah blah? USA, USA, USA.
The old Loa has sent debt collectors already, but I haven't had his mojo long enough to create my masterpiece.
Wait, you made a deal with Zombie too? I knew you took shortcuts in your shoddy work, Millhouse, but this is a new low.
Well,
Alright, here we go.
hold on a minute. You just admitted to doing this. I'll teach you to mess with genius.
Wait, when was Lost Up? The fact that it wasn't up there, man. Yeah, well, because we had some problems, didn't we, along the way, I guess? Actually, sure. Did we have problems? 21 minutes, so that means we got 3 more or less coming, right? The cheap a-hole owners ain't spending any money. There we go. Here's some thoughts on the Red Sox, yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why, especially after all the shit that just happened with the lockout and everything, that teams are still, like, fucking holding their money on, like, sacred, you know what I mean? We can't, we're billionaires, but we can't possibly go over the luxury tax. Clicking this pet. Is there like 2 of them? Why is there 2 different health bars? Like, yeah, I guess there's 2 of them right on top of each other with the exact same health bar. Thought he missed for a second there. Then I guess we get to see what Lords of Dread in those fights look like on Mythic. I bet there's probably some crazy new mechanic in one of those at least. Still haven't actually seen Ryglon, period. People get hit by that after that goes out. It's like, what the fuck, dude? It's the same kind of people playing BM right now, I guess. Looks like they're going Dreadlords next. Nice. So as long as those are each just like 1-day bosses or something, then they still have a chance of finishing it this week, right? Today's Friday, so... I don't know.
Has never numbered a day off. I'd rather give
Welcome
up
back.
the mojo than lose her.
This is gonna probably not die in time.
This one will drive you nuts.
No, I guess it will die in time. I'm surprised, there's only 4 people. Apparently a Blood DK just killed Mythic Anduin. Last man standing. Good choice. Blood DK gotta be great for that fight, man. It was awesome on normal, man. I couldn't believe how powerful I felt on that fight on normal. So much magic damage, and there's so much, you know, the healing component thing with that shield thing. It was like really cool. I was able to do like a huge chunk of it just myself.
Now give me them souls.
Oh, this is good timing here.
For your master.
That was long ago, but me remember.
Of course, these fellas
Remember how the
need to be up here.
turning away from
Or
you?
he's just gonna have
All
to
them sacrifices,
get here when he can.
all that blood, how they were gonna.
We don't need worshippers.
Was Monk and DK for last 2 million? It took them about 3 minutes. That's funny. What happened that everybody died? That they still killed it? I guess it's probably just a mechanic that they didn't do great. Yeah, if there's 2 tanks alive, we finished our first kill was with just me alive, tank wise. The other tank had died pretty early, and it was just me for like, I think there was like 99 stacks of that boss's auto attack thing. I'm surprised I lived. I don't know what actually happens with that mechanic, but ran out of soaks from the holy circle in the middle. Oh, okay. Dude, this keeps fucking happening, man. I keep targeting the wrong mobs.
Beware.
Almost dying to it. Too late now, guys. You guys are not even trying to get them. I assume everybody's just straight up AoEing.
Haka always be needing mojo for his rituals, and Bonsam always be willing to make a deal. Hey, what you give me that look for? Sure, Haka be a lower blood, but a deal's a deal, man. Just get me mojo back.
Might interrupt there, no problem. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, see, so now we can lust for Hakar. And we'll be able to lust for Uzala as well. At some point in the fight. Provided we kill this fast enough, which might not happen.
Beware.
Splits were a little slow, so I don't know if that's still going to actually occur. We had better damage though, 100%. That's possible. Okay, we got it in, so now we'll have one extra at the end. I'm not really sure why it works out this way. This was not planned to work out this way, but yeah. And now lust for all 3 of these inner bosses. And at worst, you just don't have a lust from Uzala, but as long as you do it right, you should be able to have a lust for both Hakar and Uzala. Well, I mean, okay, that's obviously not going to happen when keys aren't easy, because that indicates that you're going to have over 5 minutes left on every key, but you can definitely choose which bosses you want lust on, unlike last season. That memnonic equipment, what was that? Some trinket? Dealing damage. I can't see it in time. I really wish the boss would stop. Freya's memnonic equipment. I don't know what that is. Memnonic equipment is a necro trait. Oh, is it? What does it do? A weird name. I thought that was some Zerath Mortis thing. I'm watching from a walk. Oh, careful, buddy. Don't trip. I used to do that too, like if I'd go outside but still want to like watch a stream or something. Like if I was, say, like driving my car or something like that, I'd be watching while driving, and then I accidentally, you know, so a little dangerous. Some extra damage at all. Summons floating weapons. Oh, that's fun. We do like floating weapons as a Death Knight. Kind of our thing. IRL is boring as fuck. I totally agree, yeah.
You're a nasty one, but you've been making him pay him debt. Sooner or later, you're gonna be back. You can't keep a bad lord down.
little friends of yours think they're gonna help you one someday? What chance you be having against me? It be Mwazala who brought Helia to the jailer's side. Struck a deal for
There's no reason to intentionally try to two-phase it like this. That doesn't make any sense.
with a whisper.
You think you're one boss man? Maybe you've been skulking in the shadows for too long.
This be the end. Darkness be
Come on now,
mine.
heroes. Bring the mojo back and help me put this whole lower in its place.
Beware.
So small,
Oh, man.
so weak.
Sorry, I can't help you. You got these people can't read chat. Like I really don't know. Oh, cool. 2 people just got hit by that.
Shadows take ya.
Beware.
Darkness be
Yeah, fucking hell. No way it could have ever dodged that.
Beware.
darkness be mine.
Beware.
The shadows take
Well, now it's definitely 2-phase.
your life be mine.
Swipe it up.
So small, so weak. Darkness be mine to command.
You best hurry. The price don't matter now.
Foolish mortals, me be the true god of death.
Like, seriously, man, these people are so fucking stupid.
This be the darkness be mine to command.
Beware.
I call back left first. It's like, holy fuck, man.
Beware.
This is alliance only shit that you have to deal with here.
Your life be mine. The shadows take ya.
Beware.
Darkness be mine to command.
Beware.
Darkness be mine to command.
Beware.
Your life be mine. So small, so weak. The shadows take ya.
Beware.
Alright, well, that's. I told you. Seriously, people.
The price don't matter now.
What?
Foolish mortals, me be the truth. To the maw with your souls. No one be defying Mwazala.
Well, my prediction was right about not being able to upgrade this key because they suck. Metro, what's up, Matt? How's it going, man?
This be darkness be mine to command.
Beware. Beware.
Shadows take ya. So small, so weak. Your life be mine.
Beware.
Darkness be mine to command.
Beware.
Darkness be mine to
Stupid fucking thing overlapping with the tank mechanic is really dangerous.
take ya. Your
Are you trying for the upgraded tank trinket? Upgraded. I'm just trying to get the tank trinket, yeah. I still don't have it this season. So I need to get it.
Foolish mortals, me be the true God of death.
You had 3 AoEs to avoid just now and had no issues. Yep, it's not. not a mechanic. Anyway, I just depleted 18 playfall due to Warlock pulling the 50% damage DR slime into a hard pack, and then he blamed me for pulling. How do you live through pugging, Metro? Well, it's easy when you stream, and those moments can just be clipped and you make money off them. Yeah, it's a little bit higher incentive there. You never add good pugs. Nah, never, yeah. I did that in Legion and some in BFA, and it was really fucking annoying. People would be like whispering me at all hours trying to get me to do keys with them, and I'm like, dude, it's just not, I'm not adding you for that, you know? I don't know. There's just no reason for me to add them. We never play at the same times, it seems. Yeah, season 3 eye level, I guess is what I meant. Yeah, I gotcha. Hey Arthur, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? I got the trinket on an alt, then got the trinket on the same alt from the vault. Oh god. That's bad, I guess. Depends on if you want it on that character or not. Okay, so what is it? Left, back left. Is it just the one? Yeah, I guess it's just the back left, yeah. It's probably the one that we failed, and that was it, yeah. I did want it, but I didn't need it twice. Right, that's true.
Don't you be counting me out yet, old Loa.
Love how we just never actually used Bloodlust. Forgive my ignorance, but how do you know which portal to take? You can see on like the physical location on the map. Like you can see the totems, and that's corresponding to which place he's gonna send you, basically. So like if there was a totem right here, this would be back left, and if there was a totem over there, that would be back front right. I'm sorry, not left, but right. Back left for this one. The one that would be over there would be front right, and then, you know, mirrored on that side, or whatever, vice versa on that side. I'm not sure I've ever seen more people get hit by this in one session than I have in this group.
Times change, man. Mortals never be as
Just can't fucking get loot, man.
You see, they are.
Anyway, you guys got him first try. Thanks, I wondered about that. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad to help.
You're gonna be having plenty of time to learn from your mistakes.
Sorry. Okay, what else we got? Oh, 18 Spires. That's a good one. 19s as well. Sanguine. I think, honestly, well, I don't know. The bosses are so important in that dungeon. 18 the other side. Okay, we'll do 18 Spires. That should be super easy. Well, the 16 Spires brought my score up 184. Now I'm in a 15 Gambit. Sweet man, that's good to hear that. Get that done, you'll be in much better shape. These guys are talkative. Okay, let's take a look at the NCAA scores. First game should be over by now, I think. Ohio State, oh no, not even close to over. 7 minutes left. Ohio State is winning by 9 right now, so that looks like I'm gonna miss out on some points from that game. Jacksonville State is now losing by 20 to Auburn, and Texas Tech is pretty handily beating Montana State, but that game just started. The next game I definitely wanted to watch or keep track of was the Miami versus USC game. That's a really important game in my eyes. All right. Holding my bust. We played with this guy yesterday, didn't we? Sounds extremely familiar. Pretty sure we did. Warrior needs boots. I know.
Speak plainly.
Okay, let's fly over.
For Queen and glory.
People online are posting Guardian Druid tier set doing like 30k DPS overall in keys. Seems pretty busted. Oh yeah, nice. Is March Madness just basketball, college basketball? Yeah. The NCAA tournament. You don't know about that? That's what it is. Nick, what's up, buddy? How's your bracket turning out? Well, before today, I was in the 58th percentile or something like that, which isn't bad after day one. The year I came in the 99th percentile, I was in like the 12th percentile out of the gate. It doesn't really matter. Like week one doesn't matter at all. It just matters who gets to week 2. So my bracket won't win unless I have a unless I like here. I'll show you why it won't win. So my final 4 is Duke and North Carolina, right? So in order for North Carolina to get there, they have to beat Baylor, and then they have to beat this whole side. But in order for that to happen, Kentucky has to lose. That already happened. I don't think they had any chance against Kentucky. So now we just have to have these teams pick each other off. And honestly, I wish I could redo this because I actually think Purdue could lose this game, provided Virginia Tech actually wins it. But I don't know. So yeah, either way, I don't see how Purdue can lose to North Carolina. Like that 7-3 kid they have is just way too good for Baycott. But somehow North Carolina comes out of the East, then I think I probably am in like the top, like the 90th percentile for sure. As long as Duke doesn't lose in the early games as well. But I think Kansas has an incredibly clear path. Like that's not even close. They're gonna run over that division or whatever. Run over that bracket. And then Tennessee, I think, is maybe an underdog pick there, but I think they're the better team. I definitely think they're better than Arizona. Fucking what's the name of that conference? Pac-12? Pac-10? Pac-12? Pac-12 is a joke. They're way overrated every year. Every Pac-12 team is always overrated. Everybody's like, oh, it's the conference of champions. It's like, bro, that was in the fucking 80s, dude. This ain't the 80s. These kids are fucking weak, man. They're all weak. Anyway, oh, Bear Set is legit. I've seen them doing 15 to 18k overall. Damn, that's crazy. It's true about this Guardian Druid DPS. Was watching a guy yesterday and he was tied for second DPS. No, I believe you guys. Not a big sports guy. Liked football when I was younger. Lost interest in my 40s. Gotcha. Oh, you live in the United States? We were just talking about this before because I was like, there's like people who don't even live in the United States who know like about March Madness and stuff. So I guess I'm always surprised to hear people who live in the United States that don't know about big United States sports stuff. But the yeah, the sports trend is going down. That's for sure. I think sports are becoming less and less popular. So what does the set bonus do that actually is so powerful?
We have many stewards at our disposal to address any problem we may have. Please see that order is restored.
This area is in disarray. Well, I didn't do it. It's not my problem. Better get on this ship. Okay, hopefully, although it would be nice to get a hunter. I don't know. I know about it. Wasn't sure if it's just basketball. Oh, cool. Yep, college basketball. Pulses AoE damage during Incarn and gives a mini Incarn to Barkskin. Oh, wow, that does sound powerful. Barkskin gives you 4 seconds of Berserk, and when you are in Berserk, you radiate AoE damage. That's cool. Sounds powerful. Okay, we got a warrior. Yeah, I didn't see Iowa going out that early. Nah, the thing about Iowa that's completely fucked is they scored like 100 and some points in the Big Ten tournament, dude. Like, how do they lose a first round game? Like, what? It's crazy. I mean, that's just, they just didn't show up. They still almost had a chance to pull it off too, which is the frustrating thing. But greetings, Metro. How are you, buddy? Bynum, what's up? I'm good. How are you? Iowa I had going for like 3 more rounds, so they're no Luka Garza on that team, I guess is the problem, but yeah, it's disappointing because they did seem like a very good team. I didn't watch really any of their games throughout the season though, so I guess I should have realized. It was a flash in the pan, as they say. Just need North Carolina to not underdeliver in this tournament because they are way underseeded. Baylor is definitely the worst 1 seed, and now that Kentucky's out of that bracket, they should win that bracket 100%. As long as Purdue gets cannibalized. I don't know. I'm not sure they can beat Purdue, but I know they can beat Baylor 100%. Baylor's fucking awful. That team should be like a 3 seed. Anyway, I watched the Michigan game yesterday. Juwan Howard, the head coach. It is interesting to watch players from my childhood coaching now. Oh, you don't know about Juwan Howard, I guess. Well, I'm glad that you watched the game yesterday, at least. Juwan Howard probably should not be allowed to be a coach anymore, honestly, dude. I don't know if you didn't hear what happened throughout the season, but he actually punched another coach in the handshake line. Got suspended for like 5 games. I'm not sure why he's even allowed to coach, to be honest. NC, North Carolina played well. That's what I'm saying, dude. They won by 30. So, like, at first, it's like, this is a bad bet. Like, an 8 beating a 9 and then beating a 1. Like, come on, that's a bad bet, right? On paper. But it's not on paper. I know North Carolina is way better than an 8. I know Marquette's fucking awful. Ever since Woj left that school, I mean, I don't even know. Half their students transferred. I don't understand what happened with the new coach, but they must not like him or something. And one of them played for North Carolina, one of them plays for Duke, so I know all about that team losing all its players. But of course, you got to trust in Baycott and them, even though I hate them. They're very good players to win that game. But then when they won by 32 actually, I'm like, oh shit, okay, this is real. And Baylor again, I don't know how they get a 1 seed. They get a 1 seed because they look like a 1 seed, but everybody's hurt on that team. Like, half that team is injured. So, is James Akinjo even playing? Like, I don't even know. But that's definitely an overseeded team. compared to an underseeded team. So if there was a chance, it's going to be that. And then once they do that, then we're in good shape. If they can beat Baylor, then they can beat Purdue, I'm sure. But we'll see what happens. That LJ Cryer guy, he's hurt too, isn't he? I don't actually know who's hurt on this team, but yeah, I'll tell you what though, when you're like one of your star players is named Cryer, no, I don't like you. Like that's not it's a fucking awful name. Awful name. Hey Metro, I'm liking the hair. Haven't been watching in a while, and so cool to see you've grown it out. Oh, sweet man, yeah. And growing it out. You haven't been watching in a real long time, because it's been like well over a year and a half now.
Vanquish their rear guard while I confront Devos. Go in service.
And nobody else interrupts. Sweet. Imagine having a macro asking for a spell when you don't even have a fucking... Like, why would you ever make a macro like that? The fuck, dude? We don't even have a priest in the group. It's really weird. Stopped playing for a bit after I switched jobs, but I'm glad to see you're still streaming regularly and got me playing again. Sweet man, that's awesome. Yeah, we're still doing it. Still, honestly, this season has been ridiculously fun too. Like, this is now what 4 weeks into it, and I'm still loving it.
You were the paragon of loyalty, Devos. And yet all this time it was
Golf's gonna take away some time from me in a couple days here, but still
Your blind
loving
adherence
it.
to the path would have doomed us all. You left me no choice but to oppose you.
What's your item level?
See that the
265, yeah.
mortals do not interfere. You cannot hide.
I don't like what are you doing? Everybody's interrupts up except mine. Why are people not interrupting that? Okay, here comes the first boss. These bosses in here are very easy. I think this is probably one of the easier tyrannical dungeons. This boss is somewhat dangerous for me, but that's about it.
None shall be spared.
And somebody did already. Sweet. To be fair, it is hard to see that when all the relics are on top. This fight is probably one of the more affected fights by the relics, to be honest. This and Mist first boss. These are probably the two most affected by it. I didn't use a pot there. I should have realized the boss wasn't going to do that. I was a little bit panicking there because I was behind on runes and my health was low. And I was like, man, if I don't get healing, I'm going to die to this. So I just used the healing pot there. But it didn't matter because the boss wasn't actually going to do the mechanic again there. I just didn't notice that because I was too busy being panic-stricken. It's a big tip for people if you're new. Try to remain calm. Try to trust. Even if it looks like a mistake is about to occur, trust that RNG can get you through that mistake, you know? I think for most cases, people can get by with that. Like, if you just, like, trust that you can get by, even if it doesn't seem like you can, there's always some luck that can be involved, you know? Like, you might parry the hit or something. Healer's dead now, so now we're gonna really test ourselves. I feel like a lot of people are waiting to push keys. Haven't gotten any better since last season, and I was like top 200 Mistweaver. A lot of people are raiding, but a lot of people are just not able to play a lot, you know? That's another part of it. Plus there's 12 dungeons now, right? So yo, this is so fucking cringe, dude. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Getting hit by this frontal. 3 people died of this frontal. Like, what the fuck, dude? Have you ever done this dungeon before? Like, how do you not know that this frontal always happens? Doing a fucking 18 tyrannical and people dying to the frontal. But we still get by, even though the deaths are probably going to cost us a fair amount of time there. Metro, your golf is my cycling, and bro, I'm ready to bust. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm enjoying golf as a progression-based hobby that is also physically progression-based as well, not just mentally. Luis, thanks for the sub, buddy. Okay, I guess I better run at this point. 11 stacks. Did you get Omni-C working with Voodoo? Yes. Dude, honestly, gets you in food rhythm, sleep rhythm, happiness rhythm. Sweet. Yeah, unfortunately, the problem with golf for me is that it often disrupts my eating cycle, but I'm willing to forego that for a sport that's very fun and engaging.
Listen to reason, Devils. The Kyrian must stand united.
Not so long as you command them. The Forsworn will forge a new path for Bastion.
People always derp on that boss. Just focus the bird. Even what's going on right now. Focus the bird and cleave when they get stacked. Well, yeah, the problem is they're focusing the bird too much and then they're getting hit by the Chrono. They're not paying attention to which direction the bird is facing and it's getting them killed. This is definitely a place to get Vi, though. If we got Vi coming off this pack, I'd be much more comfortable with pulling both of these together. I always hit the bird from behind. That's smart. In it. And this guy's a retard. Anyway, do you normally do the console and Gambit? Yep. It doesn't really matter who does it, though, of course. I just let the weak ore do the work, though. I lost the healer and a DPS on that boss last night. Oh, yeah. Warriors Kyron, right? Yeah. So I heard GoPro the other day in golf. Are we getting a golf stream? Oh, I don't think you can stream with the GoPro, okay? I've been recording golf videos for like 2 years now, dude. Ace Games TV, check it out if you want to see the golf videos. There's a link in the description if you want as well.
To purify ourselves, to let go of our memories, our identities, our loved ones, all in the name of service. But what do we serve? An impotent arbiter, an oppressive law. Our sacrifices were made for nothing.
Oh, are they going away? Oh no, it's ideal. Oh yeah, they're going away. Fuck. Unlucky. Is there a story for how you got into golf? Not really a story, I wouldn't say. I had always been interested in golf. My father and my mother's brother were always very My uncle especially. He's like huge into golf. Very accomplished golfer. He's won like multiple local events and stuff over the years. But I used to work at a golf course when I was young, and I always loved the sport, but I just didn't have the right headspace for it when I was younger. Like I was thinking about it too much in terms of like PvP, you know what I mean? Like player versus player. And I would get really annoyed whenever I couldn't beat my friends, and it got really frustrating, and I just quit the sport because I was sick of being the worst golfer on the course. So then my dad wanted to get back into it randomly, and I was just like, I don't really think I would want to do that, because like I didn't think I had enough time. But like obviously once I stopped working at the dental office, I had a lot more free time, you know. So I decided, man, might as well. It's good for me physically as well as mentally. And I had rediscovered the sport in a different way. Like I was like, oh, this is a PvE sport. Like this is not PvP. You know what I mean? I can come out here and golf alone and enjoy the progression against the course more than anything else. And so it was like the perfect like analog for like WoW, you know, like what I feel like maybe I'm not getting all the time in WoW, you know. It's like I can make stable progression and work through adversity and also get physical activity and exercise, you know. How have I managed to become a member for almost 3 years and somehow totally missed that? That's a great question, man. I mean, I don't really talk about it too much, but okay, this is literally a thread on nothing. Also, funny story, I just moved to a new apartment and there's a gaming cafe called Metro Esports and a golf course right across the street. Wow, that is funny. It's born. It's like perfect. Captain and Crew is the most convenient game to make it fun and spirited. Yeah. Scramble's always fun. I never actually participated in one, but I like the premise. I don't know. For me, I like playing actual golf, like trying to improve and measure the improvements, just like I did with Mythic Plus forever, and rating and stuff as well. Problem with golf is it's a lot fucking harder. Much harder than Mythic rating even, honestly. And it's a lot more expensive too. It's another big issue. You can't just do a key at midnight either, you know. You want to golf at midnight, you're gonna have to get really creative with your money. The second boss of Gambit sucks. I hate it. Yep. Me too.
This is where you meet your end.
Maybe a stupid question, but did you ever enjoy miniature golf? I guess so. Yeah, I used to. Whenever we'd go on vacation and shit, I'd do like miniature golfing. I don't really enjoy the concept of it, to be honest, but it's interesting.
My celerity is second to none.
Yo, chill the fuck out with this dying shit, man. This is not a hard game. Holy fuck, dude. These people getting slapped by these fucking black orbs. Thank God we had urges then, because that would have been a disband right there, I think. And another death. Actually, that guy survives because he's a mage. Didn't realize I can't stand behind it. I got one shot. Oh yeah, you got the tail hit, yeah. Cycling isn't hard, but Age of Empires more than fits the niche of difficulty. Nice. God, here we go with this nonsense again.
Witness radiance.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, this is not going well at all right now. I don't know what I'm even doing. Tail does damage to the mobs. Yep, it also does. Oh my god, please. I used to do a form of golf called pitch and putt. It was pretty much just smaller 18 holes. Yep. Yeah, they have that around here too.
Witness radiance.
Basically just a bunch of really short par threes.
From the shadows, I witness your demise.
Taking full swings is so crucial to scoring well though, so I have no interest in playing the sport in that capacity, but
Is your downfall.
alright, well I think we get by no matter what.
My celerity is second to none. Witness radiance. From the shadows, I witness your demise. I have failed.
We sacrifice because we must. Mortal burdens would only impede our sacred duty.
No, it was a mortal who exposed the folly of your edicts.
First game's over, I guess they probably lost. If you breath all the ads and have people stacked, it becomes a joke, but things can get out of hand quickly. Yeah, the trick, I need to make a video on that too. The trick is hitting the breath twice. Like, you have to hit those first 2 breaths perfectly. If you kill 8 ads with the first 2 breaths, then the fight becomes much, much easier because it turns into this, like, you have this phase where there's nothing but damage going on for like a good minute. And that's the key to making that fight easy. If out of the gate you have people running around in circles, then you'll never fucking, like, it's just a mess. You're just gonna lose so much DPS to that. It's gonna like halve your DPS, you know? And then people are gonna be fucking like slaughtering, trying to kill the and shit too. It's like such an annoying fight to tank because you have to like help the group not kill itself effectively. Everybody needs to DPS the boss there. Don't even fucking worry about the or whatever you're getting, you know? Spear for last angel. Nah, use it here, bro. These packs are hard. These mobs are using hurl. Dangerous.
Your defiance must be punished. All who oppose us will be destroyed.
Oh, nobody died there. I'm surprised. I saw someone use a spear on this boss. Yeah, I guess you actually can use it on bosses. I don't. Honestly, I'm surprised no one does. But yeah, that angel is always like the hardest part of the dungeon. I was just hanging out in Discord the other night. Well, some people in the guild were doing keys, and I didn't even know what dungeon they were doing. Oh my god, man! I didn't even know what dungeon they were doing, and let me do this first. I didn't even know what dungeon they were doing, but I heard them struggling in there, and one of the people was like, oh, I'm surprised. I can't remember how it got brought up, but they were basically like, somebody else we know wouldn't approve of you pulling in this order. That person likes to do it in a different order. And the person was like, well, you know, I'm the tank, you know, so I can choose the order. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's true, obviously. And then I heard them like saying like, oh, watch out, dodge, you gotta dodge the spears. I was like, wait a second. Did you pull fucking... Did you pull the angels? She pulled the fucking angel, Astanos or whatever, Axanos, whatever the guy's name is, first. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that one maybe, no matter how creative you are as a tank, you don't want to do that one first. It's like, man, sometimes it's tough, you know? I can't remember the name of the mob. I know the name of the mob, but I'm drawing a blank right now. Klotos, that's it. I was like, did you pull Klotos first? And they're like, yeah. I was like, alright. Carry on. Yeah, damage bad on this. The left one first, yeah. No, the right one first. The actually insanely dangerous one. Another whole phase here.
You must be annihilated.
I never had any problems pulling the left one first, and I did that all of season 1. But it just seems like people suck at dodging spears, so whatever. Just have one less thing of spears to deal with. The middle guy should be much harder to deal with because it does the stacking damage taken thing, but for some reason it's easier to get through that. I guess just because that's just brute force, just numbers through that. Whereas the other one is dealing with actual mechanics. Yeah, Klotos, that's it. And I remember I was like, did you pull Klotos first? And they were like, yeah. I was like, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And one of the people were like, what's more interesting is that you know the names of these mobs. And I was like, you know, when you fight a mob that's harder than most of the bosses in the video game, you don't forget that mob's name. Even though I just did, which is embarrassing. It's the story, but it's Astanos, which is Astronos, Lycosis, and Klotos. This is her King's Guard, or her Queen's Guard, I guess. Anyway, it's amazing how uninformed routes becomes across groups. I know you don't see it as much as you're the tank, but 99% of the runs I do have nearly identical pulls. Oh, how uniformed. Yeah, no doubt. There's not really that many things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just pull anything. Like, you have to go in a straight line eventually. I usually pull the middle, then left and right. No, that's fine. I was just joking about pulling Klotos first, which is the one that makes you take more magic damage the whole time, and that's... These guys, like, do a lot of fucking magic damage, so you don't want to pull that one first ever. Don't ever pull that one first. I think that one also radiates magic damage too. That's what it is, right? It not only makes you take more magic damage, but it makes you it radiates. Or maybe the dot isn't magic damage. Maybe it's a dot. Yeah, I can't actually remember what it does, but I just know it's super dangerous, and you do not want to fight 3 mobs with that buff on it. That's why it can be fun to do lower keys. You don't know what to expect. Yeah, that was actually something I was looking for. There's still a really good clip on the channel if you guys never saw that. Fucking druid who didn't know you needed a keystone to do Mythic Plus keys. That was actually hilarious. That's honestly, that's one of the funniest moments I've ever experienced in this game. Shadowlands has spit out so many of those. Some of the funniest moments that I've ever experienced. That's not right. Way too early on that AMZ. That was awful. It's a stacking dot. Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. I think that guy just randomly rallied when nobody was even low, because then he got hit by the spear. Gonna need to soothe this guy, though. Are you serious? You're not gonna soothe the fucking guy who's ripping the fucking group apart? You know, what the fuck kind of error is that?
I serve a far greater power now. With your spear in
Rally's a personal DR, yeah.
control of the spires and forge new paragons to lead the Kyrian.
The jailer has twisted your mind, Devos. You must be stopped. No matter the cost.
Oh, 7 minutes. As long as we don't wipe, we still got it. It's like, is Druid even aware that I'm talking to him? Like, maybe he has not soothed a single time in the whole dungeon. Very possible, I suppose. Nice. That's very nice. Just kidding. These people are fucking retards, man. I'm so sick of playing with fucking retards, man. I really am. It's embarrassing. What soulbind to use? Naya or whatever, however you said that. One with the burrs. Burrs. Okay, cool. Honestly, this is fucking pathetic.
The spires obey my command. Perish among the clouds.
Falling off does not kill you.
So ends the Archon's misguided reign.
Could still get some score from it, I suppose.
The age of the Forsworn is at hand. I will strike you down.
Run away, little girl.
You have sealed your fate.
It's just so sad, man. I really don't understand how people are so bad at this video game.
Use it to bring her down.
Like, I don't understand how, like, what circumstances lead these people into doing 18s when they can't dodge a fucking avoidable mechanic on a boss. This is why I love Alliance, though. That's the same question I do to myself many times. Gotcha. Healer offline looks like disband. I agree. Certainly does. That's it. I'd rather not even finish that at this point. They don't deserve it. You can't dodge a fucking frontal, man, then just don't play this game, honestly. Go play golf instead. Go play something else. Something that you actually have a chance at being decent at. This is like so basic, it's unbelievable. That's like WoW 101 right there, man. Oh, there's a 20. It's just so fucking basic, it's insane. Mob charges in front. Move, that's it. It's literally the only fucking actual requirement. We actually need a vent through tank. Well, that's not me. Peter, we know it to be very easy. Another guy who hasn't even done a single 18, let alone a 19, listing a key. Anyway, let's check the scores here. Auburn looks like they've won pretty much. This game's over. Won by almost 20. Yale is not going to be keeping up with Purdue, it looks like. Texas Tech is doubling up Montana State right now. What happened to the other? Yeah, Loyola Chicago lost, so unlucky for me. Go Montana State. Montana State. Is that a... That's a joke, I guess, right? Oh, they're playing Texas Tech. Yeah, no, they're not going anywhere, it seems. This is always a bad sign. When at halftime, you need to have doubled your score. You need to score more than you've scored to be tied with the team. That's always an indication that a game is probably out of reach. You only scored 25 points in the half, and you need to have scored 27 more to be tied with the team. That's not good. That means you lose. We could do streets, though. I do need it. What happened? I still don't have a 17 in time, even on fortified. So if we can get a 17 in time, it should still give a lot of score. And then it's the same with Gambit. But I think that 18 is obviously better than that 16, so that's something for next week, really. Mist is the one outlier, which is also listed, so I guess we'll do that instead. That's the only one I still don't have in time, but it has to be like well under time. I think it's only going to give like 2 or 3 points total. That time, that key was only like a minute over, and that was that dumbass fucking healer who was just AFK on most of the bosses. They probably lose, but that's my team. I've never even heard of the team. Is that a, did you go there or something? They won the Big Sky Conference, apparently. Weber State. That's a team you often see win that conference. And I guess Montana as well. It's Montana State, yeah, I don't know. The Bobcats won the Big Sky. They're dancing. Getting blown up by Texas Tech right now. Anyway, yeah, I attended Montana State. Oh, that's cool. I bet there's a lot of nice land for universities in Montana. Okay, let's eat up. Was that warrior any good? Warrior in general is quite good right now, yeah, but no, that guy was not good. Nothing special.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where are the relics? I was trying to mark them, but there's whoa. %50 damage increase, that's quite nice. This is pointless. There's no reason to mount here. We need to get this RP started as fast as possible. So just blink over here.
Nature is meant to be controlled. Conquers, and the gruff will conquer all.
We have 1 arcane and 1 frost, which is probably good for this boss. No fire. They should do good consistent damage throughout the first phase, and that will make this fight a lot easier. The key here is not holding CDs, because you're going to kill provided that happens. You're going to kill so your CDs are definitely, this is one fight where you definitely do want, like, is actually a massive benefit, because you will definitely get value out of using CDs multiple times on this fight. Whereas other fights, it's a lot less likely. Hard to teach people that, I'm sure. I guess not. Shaman understands it. Pretty good start. We'll Lust, hopefully. Hello, Lust. Fucking 3 classes who can do it, man. It's so sad. $40 in the 40s is insanely good, though. That's really good. Even though we fucked the Lust up. Paladin did some good damage there too, unlike the druid that we played with last time we did this key. That striked a little too early there. It was a pretty big damage loss. I did a 0 damage death strike instead of a big damage death strike. One more, unfortunately. Maybe not, actually. I guess we can kill him. Cool. Yeah, that was easy. Much easier when the healer actually does something. When you don't have 4 players.
Yay! More friends are here to play. Come along.
Done that bite.
You're almost there.
He had some kind of add-on, so I thought he knew. I was just sitting there. Nobody's doing it.
No fooling you.
I wonder if, like, if it was possible to get every single pack in this maze, would people do that instead? Like, if it was possible for all these doors to just open instead of just the only one that you actually need. Oh my god, man, these people are so fucking incompetent. Anyway, yeah, like, if you could open every one of these doors, would people just get like 5 and 6 big packs of these, and then that would be where they get count? Because this trash is so low danger at times. Like, it's just sitting here waiting, basically. It's kind of annoying.
You're almost there.
Especially these mini boss mobs.
Beware. Beware.
Wait, did I get hit by that? I guess so. Slightly too close.
Beware. Beware.
Buy it again. Okay. Isn't he supposed to be jumping when he does that mechanic? Is that why I'm getting hit by that? I don't normally have that mechanic happen to me.
No fooling you.
Arcane Barrage. Very good.
No fooling you.
17 minutes, so we are cruising through this. 30K, okay. I mean, obviously that's a whole different situation with the Frost Mage thing on the pull there. Wow, I almost didn't get that. My tab didn't work because I was facing the wrong direction. The root of all evils is threat, man. It's the hardest thing in the game to deal with for me. I have to constantly be switching targets to worry about threat. I play so much worse.
One of us is not like the other.
Beware.
I was gonna put AMZ, but then I put Ash and Halo down, so we'll just wait for the next one to do AMZ. Realize again we didn't lust. Oh fuck, I just interrupted nothing. Alright, these people are retards. It's actually insane. I don't know, man. I really don't. Fuck, that doesn't work that way. I thought you could spam it. It doesn't work that way apparently. Like, why would that be the strat?
As the Gorm feast, balance must be restored.
Did anybody open that? Okay, good. Holy fuck, dude! Oh, man, I'm so fucking... I just can't control my emotions in these keys anymore, man. I'm so sick of playing with fucking god-awful players who don't even know how to play their own class.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
Actually, over count here. Shouldn't have pulled that other pack, I think. Way over count. Well, not by much. By like 2 mobs. So it's whatever. And that's it. That's it for me. I can't do this anymore. It's just too much.
So much more. You can't escape. Beware.
God, man, this is a real test of patience doing this shit, man. It's really crazy.
You can't escape. Beware. Devour avoiding vacancy. Beware. No avoiding this one. Beware. I must have more. Enlightened dawns upon me. Your actions are beware. Your ignorance may
Arcane mages.
nourish my offspring.
Yeah, well, it was the Frost Mage before that, so it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Predict your beware.
I'm just constantly floored by how unable people are to do anything but DPS or healing in the case of the last time we did this key. Okay, I'm not really sure how this happens, you know. Keys are just way too easy this week, I guess. But I would love to see like a fucking like a history of their keys. Let's see what how these guys got to this point. Because if they do this in every key, like how do you upgrade keys like this? Like eventually it has to catch up with you, right? Where you don't use fucking, you can't use bloodlust, you can't fucking dodge mechanics, you can't interrupt, you know what I mean? It's like, well, how do you win? Somebody has to do these things, right? Like you can't have 0 people doing these things. DPS brain is a thing. People dying to 2-year mechanics on a 17. It's just crazy to me. Like it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Like a mistake is a mistake, but it's like when this happens this frequently, it's like, how are you guys here? Like, what? How did you get here? You didn't interrupt anything. You didn't use your fucking bloodlust ever, and you died of dodging mechanics. Like, you get hit by fucking avoidable mechanics, and they kill you on every boss. Like, well, I mean, how do you upgrade keys like that? Eventually, you're gonna have to be able to do some of these things, right? Can't be doing 20s and letting that happen. That's for sure. It's just silly. Don't know when you learn, I guess, is the question, because it seems like you would have learned a long time ago. It's a good weapon. I'll hang on to that. I'll be upgrading that at some point. Maybe now, I don't know. It takes a valid upgrade, doesn't it? DPS are the least skill of all roles. I don't mean to sound judgmental. I actually start to resent them when I see stuff like that's how it feels, and I don't want to feel that way. You know what I mean? Because like, it's very easy for them to do good damage and help this key go really well. You know. But I just need them to do one more thing besides that. That's it. Just actually play the video game and not just sit there and press DPS buttons. That's all else. That's the only requirement I have. Is just be somewhat competent. Uh-oh. This is the guy who had the 19 necrotic wake. What the fuck happened here? Anyway, to be honest, I don't hold healing in too high regard. It feels too much like take my hand and take me daddy kind of role. But more so than DPS brains. Well, the thing about healing is that they oftentimes have to make up for the mistakes of the DPS. If you're playing in a really good group, then yeah, I'm with you. The healer does very little at times. But 27 is enormous. Apparently not. I thought I was doing pretty well, but just there's very few keys on Alliance being listed, so it's hard to get score. Healing, you have to make lots of judgment calls. DPS make 0 judgment calls. You're right. Yeah, that's true. Healer has to do a lot more than just heal. And the ones that don't are exceptionally bad. So like that druid we had earlier in the week. But yeah, other than that, it's definitely not you know, the role has a lot more to be thinking about.
Watch the
All right, I'm gonna try to settle down here. Calm down. This should be an easy upgrade. So we'll be back. Encrypted is way too easy for the least. What does that mean? I'll be right back then. Hold that thought. Think is most skilled, then healer, then range, then melee. IMO. Sorry, swap melee and ranged. Melee have to be aware of positioning a lot more than ranged. Gotcha. All you really need is damage to upgrade some of these keys. Encrypted, in my opinion, is a lot easier than tormented. Oh yeah. Well, I think you're not wrong. But the confusing part about that is you're also not right. Because there's no reason to be bad. You know what I mean? Like, we're 2 years into the expansion. People can't figure out how to lust 3 times in a dungeon, a tyrannical dungeon. You know what I mean? We upgraded that easily, but you know, it shouldn't have been enough. Like, it's just not good for anybody. Like, those people aren't going to learn. So I don't know. It's frustrating. Okay. Anyway, let's try to move on from that because What are these people talking about?
This area is in disarray. Luckily, we have many stewards at our disposal to address any problem we may have. Please see
talking
if
about
order is restored.
Covenants.
I have received reports of wildlife wreaking havoc nearby.
It is funny though, like, I don't know about encrypted versus tormented, to be honest, but the first like week everybody was like encrypted way harder, and even I was like that. But I mean, I don't really think it's easier than tormented. Tormented was really powerful because once you got them, you had them for good. And I mean, at least for me, Varuth was literally Varuth was literally my top damage. You know what I mean? If I can get that early, it was easy mode. So feel like average player skill in general is decreasing with every expansion. You mean? Yeah, no, I actually do agree. People are trying to overreach their abilities more rapidly than they should be. It's not necessarily that the skill is going down, but it's just that people are trying to get higher than they should be, and they're not learning to get where they should be.
Yet another of the Fury.
Cryptid is a lot easier for DPS, I meant to say. Oh, you think? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I have any real thoughts on that, to be honest, but... It's certain, I guess it's like, you mean like they don't even have to care about it, right? Like it's just literally there and you just kill the pack anyway and it dies, right? I guess you're right about that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yet another of the Kyrian's loyal servants.
I think encrypted is more fun. How about that? Nice. Yeah, I'm glad you do. I definitely I like it too. It's been very interesting. We'll see what it looks like by the end, but this guy's got a lot of damage coming. Raging and big stacks of that. Doing a key on my Holy Priest after my Mistweaver is like doing it on easy mode. 90% of the mechanics don't affect range. Oh, really? Range is generally hard to be more maximized uptime wise, but unless you play a hunter. Yo ha bro ha. What's up? How's it going? This is probably gonna fucking reset again, honestly. Okay, good. Maybe they fixed it, huh? I don't know. I don't want to actually target the Dismantler. That's the problem I make all the time. We just want to die, and that's what happened. Just saying hi? Alright, you don't need unique ideas, you can just say hi. Just like simple things, getting caught by a ghost in her car hallway. Oh yeah, I guess that's true, yeah.
Stitch flesh will be irked to know you destroyed his prize creation. I am sure he would gladly take your limbs as repayment.
Chicken. It's funny. Yeah, that works pretty well. You never heard anybody call it chicken before. It's funny when foreign people use the wrong words. You're right, it is. Kinda just always makes me chuckle. We'll have a few seconds of this buff.
Face me, necromancer. Thanatos will be avenged.
We're pretty nuts. Take one buff into the next almost.
I'm so eager to share your underling's fate. Your vaunted courage will be your doom.
Nothing over there, luckily.
Your temple lies in ruin. Your brethren are butchered. You have already lost.
Vile monster!
I was gonna say, there's no way that dude died to threat.
to justice! You dare deny me the sky? Then I shall answer in kind!
Foolish
What
paragon!
the fuck is
There
going on in this
nothing
dungeon?
you can do
Jesus
to
Christ, man.
stop us. No matter. My minions are endless.
What a strange boss.
The fallen shall serve me again. Beware and decay. One final act of service. The fallen shall serve me again. Beware. Will reduce you to dust. Beware. With sacrifice comes victory.
Barely up in time, but I was able to get the interrupt there, or the stun.
The fallen shall serve me again. Beware. Will reduce you to dust. One final act of service. The fallen shall serve me again. He will.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies.
Alright, well, we're on our way here. This looks like a pretty much a double upgrade.
I will lead the effort
Unless
here,
some calamity
while my
happens. This boss can
disciples
always
bring you
be
to the
calamitous, though,
necropolis.
honestly.
Let us end this atrocity.
All the corpses we need, Stitch Flesh. Prepare to strike at the next temple.
Just a moment longer.
Beware.
That the parts for my new creation have arrived at last.
Beware.
Can't actually remember. Do I even have a spear? I'm not even honestly sure. Pretty sure I must. I didn't get the second spear. I got the third spear, I guess, is where I got mine. Yeah, because we were waiting for that guy to be rezzed. That's probably when I picked it up. It's just an absolute romp, though. Damage carries in a lot of ways. Right now, especially.
Come, my assistant. These raw materials are in need of processing.
Small but costly error there. That DPS standing is right where they spawn, so I wasn't able to get what we wanted there to pull them together. Already 100% trash. Yep. Yeah, we aggroed extra shit as well. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Crazy how easy this key is.
Try not to damage these limbs whilst you tear them off.
Second death and it's to the frontal. Where have we seen that before?
How vexing! Rotspew, get to work and don't fail me like your predecessor!
Alright, we'll use the orb and shit.
I can't wait to put your corpse to you. I'll have you instead. your parts for later. Imbecile! I'm the one who made you! Impressive ears, all those are so hard to find.
I'm gonna use the second spear here. Another mob coming out or no?
Imbecile! I'm the one who made you! No! That one was my favorite!
Okay, we're good. Under 10 it can't go up, right? Is that right? Hopefully, no, it's under 5, I guess, yeah.
I'll have you in stitches! Imbecile! I'm the one who made you! My greatest was yet to come.
Bastion shall be laid to waste.
I wonder if you use the monk ability to prevent that. 'Cause I know you could use, just like freedom, you could pre-put on Tiger's Lust, I think it is. And that will stop that from going out as well. I'm pretty sure that works. I've never tried it myself, obviously.
Beware, can escape the storm.
No spear for this boss. Nah, I used it. I used the second spear on the previous boss because we've had a lot of problems with that. That second boss occupies a lot of, it can be very dangerous, so I feel like it's better to just use everything on that boss. I guess the outlier then is first boss, which, yeah, I'm fine either way if people want to use on first boss or last boss. I don't really think either is too important, but yeah, I guess depends on the group's preference. First spear was on first boss, yeah. That's a really nice cheese icon. You like it? I actually don't. I'm gonna get rid of some of these icons, I think.
Beware, can escape the storm.
There's only a few that I quite like, to be honest, right now. Most of them I put in you don't even see anymore, though, because I barely ever played Druid. Druid, there was a bunch on Druid. It's time to start over with those smoothed icons, too, though. So few of the icons actually work now because they changed the base resolution of them that they actually break. You can see, you probably noticed it if you watched me stream during Season 2. Because whenever I took the Tormentors, the icons were always twice the size. Because they're bigger by default now, so when I scaled them up now they're just they're not fitting in the container properly or whatever you would say. And do we even use the second weapon? It says 3 hits, I guess so. Never saw them. Charles, welcome back. Unfortunately, you've returned at a bad time, as this is going to be it for the week, very likely. We did get a lot done. Definitely. But, guess we didn't get as much as I might have liked to get done, but we still did a good amount. Oh, that's a good ring, isn't it? Ooh, socketed ring as well. Nice. Alright, that's a big upgrade there. Well, it's a side grade, but it's got a socket, so it's a big upgrade. Alright. That is that. We got a ring. I'm going to quickly get a gem for that and an enchant, and then that is that. We're going to be done for the week, so. Congrats on double upgrade and ring. Yeah, that's good. Place some auctions, and we're good. Lords of Dread are ready to 47. Oh, cool. So that's, yeah. Is there any crazy new mechanics? Enchant ring. Wonder how far Echo is from killing Anduin. Tenet of versatility. And then a gem. Have a nice weekend. Thanks, man. You too. Does look like it from what I've seen. Doesn't look like it. Echo is at like 9%. Okay. So I guess it's just gonna come down to who gets through the jailer first, basically. Those two guys are pretty close. As always. What ring did we have? Versatility and high mastery. So we gained... Actually, we didn't even gain versatility. Wait, we gained 4 versatility, but we got the gem slot, so that's pretty good. All right. Well, that was a pretty successful week. I guess it could have been better, but we did have a lot of really good keys, so I'm pretty satisfied with where we're at for Alliance. So maybe I'll try to get another key or 2 in over the weekend, but I won't be streaming it. I have a couple ideas for videos. I'm not exactly sure when and where we're going to produce videos, but I definitely have a discussion I want to bring up about that healer DPS issue that we ran into. I think that was yesterday. And then I guess I need to start making those dungeon guide videos that I said I was going to make a month and a half ago. And then that's kind of it. So maybe there'll be some Wowhead news or something we could take a look at. But if not, we'll definitely be back Tuesday for sure. And hopefully it'll be another good week next week. Fortified next week. So really just looking to get something in the vault. That'd be the main thing next week. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And go Duke.